What is going on, family? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Just doing me, and today we're back with a little bit, a different video. It's been a while since we had a discussion video on the channel, but with the recent closing of Redbox, I feel like physical media is dying out, and it's not the first instance of it for sure, but like it's getting to the point where like everything's about to go digital. And at first, I was one of the people that I thought that was a good thing, right? Because there's a lot of sales online when it comes to movies, when it comes to video games and stuff like that. It's a lot more accessible. It's a lot more easier in the sense that you can pre-order stuff online. You can go to Amazon, or like you can just download a code and put the code in and it comes up, right? Compared to like having to go get the physical CD or the physical DVD or whatever the case may be, right? But it's starting to get to the point where it's like, this is a bad thing. Like, not even like maybe, it's a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? And the recent closing of Redbox, if you don't know what Redbox is, like, if you know what, okay, well, this is for the older crowd. I don't want y'all to start calling me an because I'm only 22 years old, right? But I grew up with Redbox. Before my time, about like a couple years, maybe a decade, was Blockbuster. If some of y'all might be so young, y'all don't know what the fuck a Blockbuster is. But it was Blockbuster, and then we had Redbox, and then I guess we got like GameStop. I don't know, right? But Redbox was like a thing where it was be at like your local grocery store. So the next like a Randall's or to like a Kroger. Mine was also next to HEB. If you live in Texas, you know what HEB is. That's like our main line of a grocery store. And it'd be like you go there, you pay a certain type of money, you'd be able to rent out a video game, rent out movies, etc. Right? And of course, you would have to bring it back given during a certain time, unless you would have to pay late fees. But it was cool because it gave you a chance, especially as like a kid. It would give you a chance to go and like try out new games, try out like just watch a movie you've been wanting to watch, without having to go and buy, pay like a large amount of money and stuff like that. It'd be physical and stuff like that as well. So it was always kind of cool, just like have it in your hand and things like that. And then I don't know, like there was like a certain charm about it compared to now where we have all these streaming services like Netflix and Hulu and stuff like that. And it's like, not to say again, like it's very easily accessible. All you have to do is like to pay a monthly fee. You have all these things at your disposal. But like there's like I said, there's a charm with having like a physical copy in your hand. Especially like I remember growing up and like during Christmas time or even during my birthday, opening up those packages and having like the actual game in your hand. I still remember when I got GTA 5 for the first time for the PS4, and it came with the game, the whole bundle and stuff like that. And having like holding it in your hands a lot different than going on the PlayStation store and buying a code for it. You know what I'm saying? But even when it comes to like pre-ordering things like that, I was talking to my homie Paz about this, and my homie Carly on stream the other day. And it's like, even when it comes to like pre-ordering things, like now it's not worth it to pre-order any game, in my opinion, no matter how good the game is. Because back then it would give you like figures and like little like music templates, and like even it's like you would open the case that has a video game inside of it, and you would have like the little manual and like maybe some art inside and things like that. Compared to now, like that doesn't exist anymore. If you pre-order a game nowadays, it's like literally they just give you like, oh, here's like maybe like a little music soundtrack, or like you get some like in-game currency. Like no one wants that shit. And even going back to the whole thing with Redbox, and even going as far as Blockbuster, or even going to GameStop, because I feel like I don't know how GameStop stocks are doing, but I feel like they're going down too. Like they're about to start closing down just like like Redbox is doing. And it's like, bro, we need to bring physical media back, for not only for like just like that nostalgia and like just be able to like have it in your hands, but the fact that like when it comes to digital stuff, we don't own it. Like when you go and buy these monthly payments, or even when you go and like buy these codes or pay these subscription fees, you don't own what you're paying for. You're renting it, but you're just continuously renting it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have PS Plus, you know what I'm talking about. You can play all those games when you have the thing, when you have that shit paid for. But as soon as that stuff goes away, that entire game catalog is gone. Of course, same thing with Netflix, same thing with Hulu, etc. And there was a recent thing too, even before this whole Redbox stuff. I was on PlayStation, I'm pretty sure, and there was it's a company called Discovery, like the Discovery Channel. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know what that is. I guess they had like a subscription plan on the PlayStation Store, and they took it away. Like people were paying for it, They had put they like something like that, and they just took it away. And people were like, what happened to everything I just paid for? But it's like, you weren't paying to own it, you were just paying to rent it. And it kind of started opening people's a lot of their minds. It was like, wow, like that's what the future is. Like, we're not gonna be able to own anything. You're gonna buy a game on, like, let's say you're buying a game from the PlayStation Store, right? What's gonna happen when the PlayStation Store crashes, or they just like revoke the license or whatever, you just lost $60. You just lost $70 on that game. So it's like, we have to, like, physical media needs to bring back. I understand like resources and money are not even like delegated to that side of media anymore. Like, for example, we were talking about the new game coming out, Black Myth Wukong, and they're not so at least not right now currently are not able to give out physical copies of it. So you're gonna have to be able to just pre-order it or just download it online. You can't buy like a physical disc. And they said they're working on it. Granted, they said they want to work on it to get that out to the consumers and stuff like that. This is their first time doing such a big game like this, so you know they have to figure everything out. But it's like, I really hope like that doesn't become the norm, where either it takes a while for the physical media to come out, or it doesn't just come out at all, and like everything is only going to be digital. Because again, like, what if something happens where they revoke the license, or something gets deleted, or the service goes down, and all that money you paid for all those games are just finito, they're gone. You're never gonna be able to get them again. And I'm starting to actually really find the use of physical media as well, because again, my homie Paz, he buys a lot of used games, like when it comes to like, you know, Nintendo Switch or for PlayStation and stuff like that. Like because you of course buy, you can play the game, finish it, and you can also resell it as well and get your money back. At least I get like partially some of your money back. And that's like another like good like pro for it too, is like you can kind of keep passing the game along and stuff like that. I understand as like a company, they probably hate that shit, because they want everybody to go buy their own individual game. Even if that means you just play it one time, you never play it again, they don't care, right? They still got that $60 from you. But as the consumer, it helps for us to go like, let's say one person buys the game at full price, they play the game, maybe they sell it on for like half the price. So let's say you bought it for 60, they sell it for 35 or 40, and so forth. That's good for the consumer, because not only do you get to, of course, play the game, have it in your hand, know that like you own it for the time being, unless you want to keep it, resell it or whatever, like you have it, you know, it's not going anywhere, and it's cheaper as well. But again, like I said before, I know when it comes to these big companies and these conglomerates, they hate that shit. That's why like you're seeing it right now, for example, with 2K, like, and that's a whole different conversation as well. But if you've been following what's not even been following, but like you just seen it on like maybe on Twitter, just in passing. They just announced a new 2K25, right? New, right? It's not really a new game. We all know this. And they're already selling the pre-order, but there's been no gameplay trailer. There's been no, you know, character models or anything. No gameplay showcase. It's just like, hey, we're making a new game. Here's the cover art of Jason Tatum and Asia Wilson from the WNBA. And that's it. You go ahead and pay go give us a 70. If you want like the Supreme bundle, give us 150, 160, some crazy price. And it's like, bro, where are we going? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a whole different conversation when it comes to like the gaming sphere, and gaming is becoming very money hungry. I think they kind of feed into each other, of like, you know, like anything that can be scrapped away to not help the consumers, but put more money in these pockets of these, you know, these companies. That's what they're going to do. And that's for sure meaning the elimination of, you know, like actually good pre-order bonuses, or just physical media in general. Like, it's not only just for gaming, it goes the same thing for like movies and TV shows and stuff like that. Like when things go like straight to Blu-ray now and stuff like that, instead they just go straight to streaming services. You know what I'm saying? They'll go straight to HBO Max or, you know, Amazon Video Prime or whatever. Like they don't go to like CDs anymore, like how they used to. And I think that's just very sad, bro. That's very sad. I remember growing up, and I had like on VHS, I had The Lion King, and I was like 6, 7. I was just playing it over and over and over again without any worry or anything like that. Now, if you want to go do that, you have to go make sure you're paying for Disney Plus every single month, and they keep raising their premiums for all these things too as well. That's not even touch on like when it comes to these like movies and TV shows, for these premiums, bro. They raise their price like every other week, bro, for Netflix, for Disney Plus, for Hulu, etc. And you're still getting ads. It's not any better than cable at this point. You're paying $17, $18, $19, $20 a month for really no reason. And the shows don't even be good. And the shows that are good, they be canceling them before they can even continue. But then the shows that are kind of mid, like for example, Stranger Things, it has only gotten worse every single season. They keep making that season continue, even though at this point I don't think anybody even cares what happens to those kids. And you know, I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's a whole different tangent. But yeah, bring physical media back. Do not let it die. Keep buying used things. Keep frequenting like any like, you know, used media stores that you have in your city, whether it be local, whether it is like the GameStops, whether it is I don't know. Like I said before, I know Redbox is closing, Blockbuster been out of here, but there's, you know what I'm saying, even like Best Buy or whatever, like just go and buy the stuff physically if you can, I feel like. So you own it, you know what I'm saying? At least you own the disc. You can go ahead and resell it, whatever. That's why like in like a couple of years from now, decades from now, when you have like all those like, oh, I have the OG BO3 or BO2 or I have Fallout or Halo or whatever, but you have the actual disc form, it's gonna probably be worth way more than what the original price was because no one's gonna be able to have it anymore. They're like, oh yeah, you have an actual disc from Halo 3 from 360? Like, it's gonna be like a rare fucking Pokemon card at that point. I think that's very, very sad, especially for the kids growing up nowadays because they don't know any better. So they're gonna be growing up in a whole age like that, bro. It's cooked. It's genuinely cooked. But y'all let me know down below how you feel about when it comes to like the elimination of physical media and us moving into like, we've already been moving into a more tech age, but it's just getting like, the more it continues, the more it's just kind of stripping stuff that away. Like when we were growing up, we had like, we just thought it was like a normal thing, but now it's like becoming like a thing of like the distant past. And it shouldn't be like that, in my opinion. At least it shouldn't be like that. There is a space and room for like streaming services and these like subscription stuff for like, you know, the Xbox Game Pass and PS Plus and stuff like that. I feel like there needs to be some type of moderation and some type of balance. Like, yes, it might, maybe like you can, like if you want to stick to physical media, you can stick to physical media. And then we want to move more into the tech age, you can move more into the tech age, but it shouldn't be forcing you to like, now you have to do everything subscription based now. It shouldn't be like that. But yeah, love us so much. Thank you guys as always. Let me know what you think down below and I'll be seeing y'all in the next video. Peace.